the KUSI News at 6.
And joining us now to talk more about home prices hitting record highs is licensed real estate broker Mark Powell. Mark, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell us what's going on in the market, because it just feels like it's ever changing.
Well, this is a real strange occurrence, because what you're seeing is San Diego home prices have went up the highest in the nation over the last 4 months. And people must be shaking their head going, is there ever going to be a ceiling on this? Well, we don't know. The only way we're going to ever bring down these home prices is to increase the inventory. We're at about 90,000 units short. And like I was discussing with you a little bit earlier, that started around 2008. In 2008, during that crisis, the lending crisis, people couldn't even give their homes away. They were walking away foreclosures, short sales, right, selling it short of what they were worth. Well, since that time, San Diego has not kept up with building. Now we're 90,000 units short, low supply, high demand, prices keep going up.
And the interest rates aren't cooling off.
No, and we really can't control interest rates, but right, the government can control interest rates. They have to stop printing money, because if they keep printing money, the money was worth less. Now we have inflation, high interest rates, but you'll notice there's no real correlation between high interest rates and home prices. Interest rates are high, but yet home prices are still high. And one of the reasons is people with those lower interest rates, they don't want to sell. They're like, I have 2.5, 3.0 interest rate. What's my motivation to go to 7, 7.5? So they're not selling their homes, and that's keeping the inventory low also.
Yeah, it makes sense. They have a gold mine. They might as well hang on to it.
Absolutely.
But who is buying in San Diego? I mean, these prices are crazy. And our average income in San Diego is not high enough to match these prices. Who is buying? I mean, and how much do you have to make to even afford a medium-priced home today?
Zara, that's a really good question, and I can tell you who's buying. Some of these homes are being bought by corporations now. Corporations will come in, they'll buy the house, and because of our rents are so high, they'll keep the house, they hold it, and they just keep renting it. You can get $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month for rent for a 3 or 4 bedroom house. The other people that are buying are people who are cashing out of some of these places where they have high crime. They sell their properties, and they come into San Diego, they buy all cash. And that also includes people who don't even live in this country. They see America and San Diego as the jewel. I mean, it's America's finest city. Of course, it's the jewel.
What needs to happen to stabilize this market?
Well, there's a few things that need to happen. First of all, the city needs to start streamlining their permit process. They need to speed it up, because when construction takes a long time, it costs the developers money. They also need to think about waiving or drastically reducing permit fees, because permit fees eat up about 30 to 50% of the cost of building. So when you're looking at a house that's $1 million, you know maybe $300,000 or $400,000 went into permit fees, all those fees to build. So the city can control that. But until they build more homes, not apartments, like single-family homes, so people can get generational wealth. If you're a lifelong renter, you'll never achieve the American dream of home ownership, because you're always renting. So when they start increasing the inventory, prices come down, hopefully we'll all be able to buy a house. Right now you have to make $220,000, $230,000 a year to afford a medium-priced home, and wow, the average salary in San Diego County is $80,000. So 11% of people fit in that category, but the other 90%, it's tough.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Mark Powell, thank you so much for being with us today. We always appreciate your insight. We all just wish we had a crystal ball to see what could happen next.
Exactly.
All
Thank
right,
you.
we'll see you next time.